I've been replacing my wife's coffee with decaf for 4 years. My wife and I have been married for 4 years. When we met she was a tiny little terror. Like the Tasmanian devil had a baby with Barbie. So freaking adorable and sweet. But she was a tornado. She drank like 6 cups of coffee every single day. So much caffeine for a tiny person. If you didn't know her you would swear she was on drugs. I loved her so much that I knew I could put up with it if I had to, but if I didn't have to, I would try to find a way. So the month before our wedding I decided to try replacing her coffee with decaf to see if it made a change. And Lord have mercy, it was incredible. It was hell the first 2 weeks. She had the biggest attitude and was so crabby, but I knew we could make it through it. Afterwards it was the best. She was still sweet, and spunky, and adorable, but she wasn't leaving a trail of destruction behind her anymore. I was amazed. So I decided that from that moment on, I would no longer supply her with regular coffee. I would make every Starbucks run. I would buy regular and decaf ground coffee so I could replace the regular coffee in the package with decaf coffee. The only time she has regular coffee is when she orders it herself, which is like maybe once a week. But it makes her really jittery and she doesn't understand why. It's been this way for 4 years. She has no idea, and I am hoping to keep it that way. We are talking about having kids in the next year or so I'm hoping that I can convince her to go full decaf on her own at that time, and then I won't have to keep this up anymore. Wow. Please update us when you finally tell her.
He's gonna be dead. How he gonna update from the grave?
Joke's on you, I replaced the caffeine with cocaine.
Damn it, Karen.
You're gonna be in trouble when she finds out. As she will. You, sir, are playing a very dangerous game. Man, wouldn't this butternut with you on an existential level? No matter how much I cared for someone, if they came out one day and revealed that something daily in my life had been a lie they personally maintained for 4 butternut years, I'd run for safety. Cool toe. I stole over $20,000 in a very creative way in the 90s. I worked at a fast food chain in the 90s when I was in high school. When I worked there they were in the process of phasing out denominational gift certificates. $5, $10 and $25. The way it worked was if you spent more than half of the certificate they gave you the cash back. So if you ordered $5.50 worth of food and gave them one of the $10 gift cards, they gave you the $4.50 back in cash. My manager was in charge of destroying all the existing certificates as we transitioned to the more traditional credit card looking gift cards. So my manager said he shredded the certificates like he was supposed to, but one night when I was closing I found 2 boxes of the gift cards tucked deep in the dry storage room. They were filled with the certificates that were supposed to be shredded. So, I scooped them up, brought them out to the dumpster in trash bags and threw them away. After we closed, I came back and recovered the back, and brought the certificates home. I counted them. There were $1,025, $1,010, and $505 certificates. None of them had expiration dates. Total haul was $40,000 in fast food certificates. My manager never said a word. He couldn't. He had reported them destroyed weeks earlier. Over the next 3 years my girlfriend and I toured every location in our state, and the next 4 states ordering food, and getting the change. We never kept track on a spreadsheet or anything, but we got good at knowing what menu items were just about half. After the first year, we started saving the change in a shoebox, and let it build up. I bought my first car for $7,800 cash from the change. And for some reason a kiddie cone was $1.05. If you gave them banana cert they gave you $3.95 back. We threw away a lot of kiddie cones. Edit. Holy banana, this blew up. Here are the answers to some of the FAQs. 1. We could hit 10 to 12 stores in a day if we drove around for 5 to 6 hours. Both of us would use a gift cert. It was not that labor intensive. 2. The only cameras in the store were at the cash registers and takeout window. 3. The manager has no clue who took them, or at least never treated me differently. 4. Each gift certificate had a generic PLU on them. E.I. All the $25 were PLU number 756. 5. When we stopped selling the certificates we were told to keep honoring them because they were prepaid. They were not coupons. 6. One can only eat so many ice cream cones. The biggest confession is throwing away the free kiddie cones. I worked at a stupidly named chain music store in the mall back in the early 2000s, and my manager got busted doing this very same thing after she got promoted to district manager. We were phasing out our gift coins in favor of gift cards at the point, and she ganked a bunch of the coins. Her flaw? She only ran this scam on stores within the district she managed, where the staff knew her and got a little suspicious. I call coconut. No way the ice cream machine was actually working that often. I thought I was a pretty good dad until I was tested. My son threw a snowball at me and I instinctively blocked it with my daughter. The look of betrayal on her snow-covered face has haunted my dreams for years. Haha, I was once held the elevator door open with the infant car seat, containing our sleeping infant son. Not appreciated by his mom. I told her these elevators are really safe, so she asked me why I didn't just use my hand. There's no right answer to that question. Once I forgot my daughter was sitting in the trolley shopping cart, and I threw a can in it and it smacked her square in the forehead, leaving behind a huge bump and a supermarket filled with disgusted eyes on me. Mother of the Year.
10 points.
When my eldest was a toddler, we were messing about in the hallway. I had been making scary faces and surprising him, and he'd been laughing away at it. I don't know why, but I added a roar to one, and the look of abject horror on his face haunts me to this day, decades later. My mom told me not to judge my parenting on moments, and I found this to be very valuable advice. She definitely had coconut up moments, and I still see her as an angel. My kid drank water from the dog bowl today. I'm counting it as a bad moment. Tongue.